Hello and welcome. It's 10 o'clock a.m. here in Seoul on March 1st. I'm Ji-young bringing you special live coverage of the South Korean government's March 1st Independence Movement Day ceremony. Today, Korea celebrates one of its major national holidays, the anniversary of the March 1st Independence Movement, also known as 3.1절. 104 years ago on this date in 1919, historic peaceful protests began in Seoul in support of Korea reclaiming sovereignty from Japan's colonial rule. Then they spread nationwide and were supported across the globe by patriots. Many of those who fought for Korea's freedom sacrificed their lives and played an important role in the country becoming independent from Japan's colonial rule in 1945. To honor that movement, a host of ceremonies take place today across the country, and the government is also holding one to respect the brave people who made their sacrifices for the nation's freedom. President Yoon Suk-yeol will be attending the ceremony and is expected to emphasize the historical significance of the movement that brought Korean independence and freedom. Let's go straight to the scene where the ceremony is taking place.
모두 자리에 앉아 주시기 바랍니다.
Please be seated.
여러분 안녕하십니까?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 104th March 1st Independence Movement Day. My name is Park Bo-kyung, the MC. The 104th commemoration of the March 1st movement is held under the theme of Again, Republic of Korea, a new country of the people. Remembering today 104 years ago when all 20 million people came together as one to exclaim 만세 for the new country of the people, we have a special guest who will mark the start of today's commemoration. Chairman of Udang Foundation, Mr. Lee Jong-chan, is the grandson of the independence patriot Lee Hae-young, who devoted his whole life to the independence movement from home and abroad. He also served as the chairperson of the founding of National Memorial of the Korean Provisional Government. This commemoration today is to commemorate martyr Yu Kwan-sun, who was 16 years old, who stood at the forefront at this 만세 movement. And we are here today at the Yu Kwan-sun Memorial Hall. Joseon was an independent country, and it was to declare that it is an independent country where all people are free. And now, remembering that very day, we would like to begin the 104th March 1st Movement Day celebration. Next, Pledge of Allegiance. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and face the Taeguk flag in front of the stage. Salute to the flag. I pledge in front of proud Taeguk flag allegiance to the Republic of Korea for the eternal glory of the country, liberty and freedom to the Republic of Korea.
바로
at ease.
다음은
We will now
애국가를
sing the
부르겠습니다.
national anthem.
오늘 애국가는
Today's national anthem will be sung until the fourth verse with a lead by students of Ihwa Girls High School, the alma mater of the patriotic martyr Yu Gun-sun, and home to numerous women of merit, as well as the singers of the military band of the National Defense Ministry. Let us now pay silent tribute to the national martyrs and the fallen heroes. Silent tribute.
바로
At ease,
모두
please
자리에 앉아
take your
주시기
seats.
바랍니다.
We will now watch a special video celebrating the 104th March 1st Independence Movement Day. The video illustrates what the March 1st movement means to the current generation and the values of the independence movement, where so many patriots took part, makes us realize.
만나보시겠습니다.
We would like to celebrate the noble sacrifice of you. The agony that is undescribable, and the unsung heroes, so many names of them. We would like to remember and be with you. Manse for independence of the Republic of Korea. The independence movement was something that was unstoppable. On March 1st, 1919, the Manse movement for the independence had begun. On the night of 27th of February, the Declaration of Independence, 21,000 copies of it was printed. And the students who were gathered at Seungdong Church prepared for the independence movement. And the 33 Koreans, the representative Koreans, declared the independence of Korea at Taehwadang. And at 2 p.m. at Palgakjeong, the declaration was read out loud. And people came out to the streets to exclaim Manse and the independence. At Boshingak, the bell rang. And this Manse demonstration was unwavering and was diffused to every corners of the country. And I would like to thank all the devotion and the patriotic martyrs. I will remember their spirits. And now I learned that something we take for granted was not given automatically. And we have to remember our history. If not, we don't have any future. My only agony is that I only have one life to devote myself. Not 1 second has gone by without thinking about independence of my nation. You can tie my body, but never the spirit yearning for independence. We will now recite the proclamation of Korean independence. Taking this opportunity to share the spirit and values of the March 1st movement with all generations, we invite citizens from various generations and occupational groups to partake in reading the proclamation of Korean independence to ruminate over the great independence spirit of our martyrs. The proclamation will be read by the following persons: actor Jung Sung-hwa, who plays the role of patriot An Jung-gun, Yoon in the musical and movie Hero, Corporal Go Kyung-ho, who rescued a citizen hanging from a railing on the 12th floor in September of last year, Fire Sergeant Lee Dong-soo, who is the first to acquire Level 1 certificates for all fire, rescue, first aid, and chemical fields, Jung Yoon-hae, a student at Mukchon Elementary School, which is the school that initiated first national independence movement in Cheonan in 1919. Director Yoon Jae-gyun, who produced the movie Hero and is supporting the descendants of independence fighters. Kim Hee-kyung, a student at Gangdong University, who is a great-granddaughter of the late Kim Na-kwon, a man of national merit, and the maternal granddaughter of the late Lee Yoon-mun, the national merit for independence. Shin Jung-hun, an entrepreneur who posted a taegukgi advertisement in New York Times Square on March 1st, 2021. Park Ji-won, who won a total of 14 gold medals at the 2022-2023 Short Track World Cup and won a Crystal Globe for the first place in overall competition. Lee So-young, a student at Ihwa Girls High School, who won the 21st Yugan-sun Torch Award in 2022 by promoting and embodying the spirit of martyr Yugan-sun. And Lee Jong-chun, the grandson of the late Lee Hwae-young, a man of merit for independence and chairman of Udang Foundation. We hereby declare that Korea is an independent state and that Koreans are a self-governing people. We proclaim this fact to all nations to reaffirm the great truth that all humans are equal so that our descendants may forever enjoy their rights to live as an autonomous people. This declaration of ours is propelled by the strength of our 5,000 years of history and the shared will of 20 million Koreans. It is made so that our nation may thrive in perpetuity and be in step with the larger trend of global evolution that is being shaped by the conscience of humanity. This is the will of heaven and the spirit of our time, and it springs from the rights all humans deserve. Nothing in the world shall stand in the way of our independence. It has been a decade since our nation was, for the first time in its millennia of existence, subjected to the ignominy of oppression by another people, having fallen victim to relics of a bygone era in the form of aggression and authoritarianism. The pain of being dispossessed of the right to lead our own lives is unfathomable, as is the sorrow of seeing every opportunity to foster our spirit wrenched from us. How deep are the wounds of our dignity, and how we lost our chance to contribute to the culture of the world and through our new technology and creativity. To relieve ourselves from being wronged thus far, to break free from our current misery, to forestall threats to come, to restore our stifled conscience and the nation's justice, to allow all to develop our own characters, and to hand down to our poor children perfect happiness instead of bitterness and shame. Our foremost priority is to secure the independence of our nation. Today, our 20 million people have steeled themselves to their resolve. The conscience of mankind and of our time fortifies us with the army of justice and the armaments of humanity. Therefore, we can defeat the mightiest foe if we take a stand and fight, and we can bring anything into being if we take the time to effect our will. We do not accuse Japan of betrayal for not keeping its promises in the aftermath of the Treaty of 1876. We shall not condemn the Japanese for their lack of respect because its scholars and politicians belittled our heritage as that of a colony, dismissed our culture as barbaric, and disrespected our long-established society and our good nature. We are too focused on upbraiding ourselves to point fingers at others. We are too occupied with righting wrongs of the present and not the past. The task at hand is to build ourselves up, not to tear others down. We are compelled by our conscience to create our destiny anew, not by envy to drive out others, to indulge a long-standing resentment or a moment's whim. We simply wish to set right this unjustified reality in which we were sacrificed for the ambition of Japanese politicians, for their outdated ideas and outdated forces, and to restore it to a natural and rational state. Consider the consequences of our state's coerced annexation of Japan, which our people never desired. Japan is fomenting irreconcilable resentment between the two nations with disparate interests through oppression, discrimination, injustice, and false statistics. Is it not evident that the shortest way to mutual happiness and lack of tragedy is to boldly right the past wrongs? Peace in the East cannot be brought about by coercively suppressing the deep-rooted frustration and resentment of 20 million Koreans. It will only breed even greater fear and hatred of 400 million Chinese toward Japan. If this were the case, this will eventually lead to a tragic end of the Eastern world, and the Chinese stand at the center of the regional security. The independence of the Korean nation will make it possible for its people to flourish as they should and allow Japan to renounce its wrong-headed path and take responsibility for its role in the East. It will free China from the anxiety and fear that it may lose its land to Japan and secure a footing for peace in the region, which plays an essential role in the world peace and the happiness of all humankind. How can the independence of our nation be dismissed as an emotional and trifling matter?
괴로운 일본 침략의 공포심으로부터 벗어나게 하는 것이며 또 동양 평화로서 그 중요한 일부를 삼는 세계 평화와 인류 행복에 필요한 단계가 되게 하는 것이다. 이 어찌 사소한 감정상의 문제이리요.
This cannot be an emotional, trifling matter.
새로운 세계가 눈앞에
A new world
펼쳐졌도다.
is opening up before our eyes. The age of oppression by force is giving way to an era where principles reign. Our humane spirit, honed over thousands of years, now signals the dawn of the new civilization in the history of humankind. A new spring is enveloping our whole world, breathing new life into everything under the sun. The times of stifled breath and freezing blizzards are giving way to an age of balmy breezes, glowing light, and new life.
혈맥을 떨쳐 펴는 것은 이 한때 형세이니 천지 돌아온 운수에 접하고 세계에 새로 바뀐 조류를 탄 우리는 아무 주저할 것도 없으며 아무 거리낄 것도 없다.
Now, as the way of the world is returning to life, we are at one with the spirit of the age and have no reason to balk or waver. We will defend our innate right to liberty and bask in the joy of the bounty life. We will give free rein to our naturally abundant creativity to let our great culture blossom. This is why we are taking a stand. Our conscience and truth are with us. Men, women, young and old will all burst out from this dark and antiquated shell to enjoy a new happy life along with all creation. The souls of our forebears from thousands of years ago will live in us and give us strength, while the momentum of the world protects us from without. Our beginning is our success. We are simply marching toward that bright light that beckons ahead of us. Our three pledges. 1. Our Declaration of Independence today represents the wish of our people to safeguard the advanced justice and human principles in their lives. Therefore, we shall only spread the spirit of freedom far and wide and avoid from being exclusive of others. 1. Everyone, down to the last of us, shall represent the voice of our people's rightful will. 1. All actions shall be respectful of order to demonstrate our honorable cause and rightful conduct. We will remember our patriotic ancestors who declared the rightful will of the people based on justice and freedom. As proud citizens of the Republic of Korea, we will uphold that will as we put our efforts towards making a new nation of the people. Next, in commemoration of the 104th anniversary of March 1st Independence Movement, government award will be bestowed to independence patriots. Out of total of 104 men of merit who will receive the award, the President will present it to 5 of them. The President will move to the podium. The bereaved family members of the called name are asked to come up to the podium. First, the late Kim Eun-bae. Certificate of Merit. The late Kim Eun-bae. As the above person has contributed greatly to the independence and the establishment of the Republic of Korea, the following posthumous award is conferred according to the Constitution of the Republic of Korea. The Medal of Merit for National Foundation. 2023 March 1st, President of the Republic of Korea. It is awarded to his daughter Kim Jong-sun. Next, the late patriot Son Hwa-sam. The Medal of Merit for National Foundation. The contents are the same, awarded to his granddaughter Son Hwi-sun.
다음은
Next
독립유공자
is
고
the late patriot
김학길님입니다.
Kim Hak-gil.
대통령 표창
Presidential
고
citation, the
김학길.
late Kim Hak-gil.
이하
The
내용은
contents are
같습니다.
the same.
아들
It is awarded to
김기평님께
his son
수여됩니다.
Kim Ki-pyong.
다음은
Next is
독립유공자
the
고
late patriot Park
박승표님입니다.
Seung-pyo.
대통령 표창
Presidential
고
citation,
박승표.
The late Park
이하
Seung-pyo.
내용은
The contents
같습니다.
are the same.
아들
It is
박진서님께
awarded to his
수여됩니다.
son Park Jin-seo.
다음은 독립유공자
The
고
late patriot Shin
신영수님입니다.
Young-soo.
대통령
Presidential citation,
고
the late Shin Young-soo.
이하
The
내용은
contents
같습니다.
are the same.
손자
It is awarded to
조동민님께
his
수여됩니다.
grandson Jo Dong-min.
이상으로 전국
This
포상
concludes
수여를
the awarding
마치겠습니다.
ceremony of the government awards.
다음은
The
대통령께서
the president will deliver his
제104주년
commemoration
기념사를
address on the
하시겠습니다.
104th March 1st Independence Movement Day.
존경하는
Honorable fellow Koreans,
750만 제외
7.5 million compatriots overseas and independence patriots. Today, we are celebrating the 104th March 1st Independence Movement Day. First of all, I would like to express my respect to the patriotic martyrs who sacrificed and devoted themselves for the freedom and independence of the motherland. I extend my sincere gratitude to independence fighters and their bereaved families. As seen in the March 1st Declaration of Independence and the Provisional Government Charter, the March 1st Independence Movement 104 years ago was an independence movement to establish a free democracy where the people are the owners of the country. It was a historic day displaying what kind of world we yearned for, who longed for a change. Today, 104 years later, we have to look back on our past, when we lost our national sovereignty and suffered because we were not prepared sufficiently for the changes of the world history. We have to think about how we could overcome the current global complex crises, severe security crisis, including the North Korean nuclear threat and the crisis of segmentation and polarization of society. If we're not able to read into the changing history of the world and could not properly prepare for the future, it is evident that the misfortunes of the past will be repeated. Moreover, we must remember those who sacrificed their all for the freedom and independence of the motherland during the times when no one could have imagined independence. We must remember them.
조국이 어려울 때
If we
조국을
fail
위해
to do
헌신한
so
선열을
and to
제대로 기억하지
remember
못한다면
the
우리에게
devotion,
미래는 없습니다.
we have no future.
존경하는 국민 여러분,
my fellow citizens.
3.1운동 이후 한
A
세기가 지난
century has
지금
passed since the March 1st movement,
과거
and Japan
군국주의
has transitioned
침략자에서
from a militaristic invader in the past to a cooperation
안보와
partner
경제,
who we share
그리고
common
글로벌
values with
아젠다에서
and
협력하는
collaborate on
파트너가
security,
되었습니다.
economics, and global agenda.
특히
In particular, the cooperation between Korea, US, and also Japan to overcome security crises is important more than ever to address complex crises and serious North Korean nuclear threats. Together with the countries that share universal values, we must stand in solidarity and cooperate to contribute to the expansion of global citizens' freedom and common prosperity of the world. This spirit is not different from the spirit of 104 years ago
우리 선열들의 그 정신과
that
결코
exclaimed
다르지
for
않습니다.
freedom and independence
국민
of
여러분,
the country.
우리가 이룩한
The
지금의 번영은
prosperity we have achieved now
자유를 지키고
was the result of
확대하기
our
위한
unwavering
끊임없는
efforts to
노력과
uphold and
보편적
expand
가치에
freedom,
대한
as well
믿음의
as our
결과였습니다.
faith in
그
universal values.
노력을
That
한시도
effort should
멈춰서는
not
안
be
될
stopped,
것입니다.
even for a second.
그것이
This is
조국의
how we
자유와
can
독립을
repay
위해
to those who
희생하고
sacrificed and devoted
헌신하신
themselves.
선열에게 제대로 보답하는 길입니다. 영광의 역사든
Whether glorious,
부끄럽고 슬픈
shameful, or
역사든
sad history,
역사는 잊지 말아야
history should
합니다.
not be forgotten.
반드시
We
기억해야
must
합니다.
remember our history.
우리가
This is
우리의
for us
미래를
to protect
지키고
and to
준비하기
prepare
위해서입니다.
for our future.
우리는 조국을
Today
위해
is when we remember
헌신한
those
선열을
who
기억하고
gave their lives for our
우리
country
역사의 불행한
and also
과거를 되새기는
think
한편
about
미래 번영을 위해
what we should
할
do
일을
for the future
생각해야 하는
prosperity.
날이 바로 오늘입니다. 존경하는 국민 여러분,
Honorable Koreans,
우리 모두
let us inherit
김이
the
독립선언의
spirit of the
정신을
Declaration of
계승해서
Independence
자유,
to shape
평화,
our future
번영의 미래를
of freedom,
함께
peace,
만들어
and
갑시다.
prosperity.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
The
patriotic forefathers united as one, crying for the independence of the country to regain the universal value of freedom amidst hardships and crisis. In particular, the venue of today's ceremony, Yugansun Memorial Hall, is a place to remember martyr Yugansun's strong will for national independence and her noble sacrifice. Many female independence activists, like martyr Yugansun, who stood at the forefront of the March 1st independence, did not succumb to the difficulties and shouted for national independence. The first part of today's commemorative performance is named 1919 Torch of Independence. It was prepared to express the desire of the female independence activists yearned for on that very day. This performance will be performed by the Little Angels, consisting of 16-year-old students of Seonhwa Arts Middle School, the same age as martyr Yu Gun-sun.
선발들의 꺾이지 않은
Please give a
의지를
big round
멋진
of
공연으로
applause for the
보여준
wonderful
공연단에게
performance
큰 박수
displaying the
부탁드리겠습니다.
uncrushable will of our ancestors.
여성
It was a
독립운동가들의
performance that
독립을 향한
expressed
끝없는
female
열정을
independence
느껴볼 수 있는
activists'
공연이었습니다.
unwavering passion for
이어서 기념 공연
independence.
두 번째 순서가
Moving on to the second
진행되겠습니다.
part of the performance,
2천만 동포가 하나되
remembering that very day in
일어났던
1919 when 20
그날을
million
기억하며
Koreans rose as one.
2023년
In 2023, the generations living in today's
다시
Republic
한번
of Korea
떨쳐 일어나
rise once again.
새로운 국민의 나라,
We have prepared a
새로운
grand
대한민국을
choir
향해
performance
힘차게
that
전진할
sings
것을 노래하는 대합창
the
공연으로
way we move
준비했습니다.
forward vigorously.
뮤지컬 배우 양준모 씨와
Musical
김보경
actors
씨,
Yang
그리고
Junmo
다양한
and Kim
세대들이
Bo-young
함께한
and choirs of
세대별
various
합창단과
generations and
국방부
singers from
군악대대
Military Band of the Ministry of
함께하는
National
무대.
Defense will sing
함께
together. The
가자.
title is
대합창
Let's
공연입니다.
March
여러분
Together.
큰 박수
Please give
부탁드립니다.
a big round of applause.
다 노래해 우리의 소망을 이제 나가자 우리의 미래로 함께 가자 손을 잡고 다시 한번 모두의 승리를 전진하자
That concludes our special coverage this morning of the March 1st Independence Movement Day ceremony, honoring those who fought for Korea's sovereignty against Japanese colonial rule. It's their sacrifices that paved the way for today's independent Korea. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with Arirang News at noon Korea time. Bye for now.